Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your pilot speaking, Pilot Sean. We're going to continue here along our career track where we last left off. We'd picked up a few jobs doing some sightseeing with some people, and we're going to see if we can not do that. I want to do some other jobs. This shit sucks. Alright, so we got some missions here. I think the only ones we have are sightseeing. Or first flight ones, yeah, my bad. Can we go... Damn, none of these are like that great. Yeah, these kind of suck. Let's see what certifications we can do. New aircraft, yay! Oh, gotta go for the commercial license, which we can do. I do have the credits for it. Allows you to fly an airplane for financial compensation and embark on your journey. Okay. Trim management. Alright, well, I guess this is going to be what we're learning today. It's been about 2 weeks since I last recorded one of these videos, so we could be a little rusty here. But I did have a thought about possibly changing some of my controls, so depending on how this lesson goes and what controls it uses, I might end up remapping a few things. Alright, let's get started with this. Alright, yeah, it's gonna start us with no fucking...
Lesson, let's take a look at the relationship between attitudes and power settings. Attitude plus power equals performance. We're currently at 5,500 feet in a cruise attitude. The aircraft's nose is positioned under the horizon, and cruise power is at 2,300 RPM.
Alright, yes, let's turn down our RPM. There we go.
Try to reduce power to 2,000 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. Great. You probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up.
I did notice.
You could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control. Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down. Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle.
Okay. Add trim using K.
Try it out. Trim the aircraft to maintain 5,500 feet.
Maintain altitude using S. Oh, that's my throttle is S and W.
Try it out. Trim the aircraft to maintain 5,000. That's good. You're not high enough.
We're gonna give this a quick restart. So I think there's 2 buttons that I can remap. My trim, I have some auxiliary buttons I might be able to remap to. And
in this lesson, let's take a look at the relationship between
rudders.
attitudes and power settings.
I could
Attitude
probably
plus
remount.
power equals performance. We're currently at 5,500 feet in a cruise attitude. The aircraft's nose is positioned under the horizon, and cruise power is at 2,300 RPM. Try to reduce power to 2,000 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. That's good. You probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up.
Uh-huh.
You could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control. Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down. Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle.
Whoa, too much trim, I think.
Try it out. Trim the aircraft to maintain 5,500 feet.
Maybe not enough trim?
Try it out. Trim the aircraft to maintain 5,500 feet. That's good. Increase power to 2,300 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. Get us back to a cruise attitude. Excellent. Now, adjust the trim.
Using I. Okay. Forgot how to reset the camera. Like, what's my hot button for that? Oh, great. Didn't write it down. Settings? Controls? Camera. Ah, shift space. Got it.
Trim the aircraft to maintain 5,500 feet. You put your plane in a dangerous situation.
What? Oh my god, we're relearning a lot of things here, folks. I'm just gonna restart this again.
In this lesson, let's take a look at the relationship between attitudes and power settings. Attitude plus power equals performance. We're currently at 5,500 feet in a cruise attitude. The aircraft's nose is positioned under the horizon, and cruise power is at 2,300 RPM. Try to reduce power to 2,000 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. Great. You probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up.
Mm-hmm.
You could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control. Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down.
Okay.
Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle.
Keep adding a little bit of trim here. Nice.
Increase power to 2,300 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet. Get us back to a cruise attitude. Excellent. Now, adjust the trim.
Alright, so more power, less trim. Got it.
Trim the aircraft to maintain 5,500 feet. Keep working on it. You'll get better. You did well, but you can do better.
I can do better, but you're also a terrible instructor.
The way I was taught, when you adjust the trim, you make course changes at first to remove pressure on the yoke. Then small adjustments to find the perfect setting to keep your desired attitude. If you feel your pitch slipping and need to get back to the proper attitude, don't worry. Just pull on the yoke, then dial in the right trim. That's the key to straight and level flight.
All right, give me a B. Give me a B on that, please. We'll take a B. Is it going to tell me what I got, or is it just going to drag me along here? All right, let's hit B. All right, yeah, trim the aircraft down. Did not do great, but we'll get it next time. We will get it next time. Next training, departure. What about it? It's time to learn more about navigating the skies. Using visual references is key to VFR flights. So we'll be using Sedona's airport runways, our first reference. Okay, start training. Okay, I believe you.
Today we are going to leave our familiar airport of Sedona and venture south to reach Flagstaff Airport. To guide us, we will rely on the navlog. It references the different legs to complete to reach our final destination.
Yeah, these make sense to me.
Our first goal is to fly over the runway center at 6,500 feet with a heading of 42 degrees. By doing so, we will be perfectly set up to engage with the first leg of the navlog. After takeoff, we will continue crosswind as if we were following the standard traffic pattern. However, we won't turn downwind. Instead, we will continue climbing to 6,500 feet before turning on course toward the runway center. Okay, you can take off whenever you are ready.
All right, chat, let's try it. Can I make this smaller? I can move it, but I can't make it smaller. This kind of sucks. I don't like this. Because it was blocking my RPM. Alright, I guess we'll keep it there. And... but then I'm not going to know any, like, of the useful tips. Alright, so we had a bit of an oopsie. See this little shit here? I had it recording. As soon as I popped this out, it only recorded this since the departure lesson. And I had no idea. We are on the first solo navigation, so we're still in technically like the lessons before we do the certification, but I'm not gonna go back and redo those. We're underway with this one. We're doing good, I think. We got B's on all of them. They were also all a little boring, but we're gonna keep going with this and pretend like nothing ever happened. And I was doing really good too. I was really starting to get the groove of things. I think after departure we learned Dead Reckoning, and then landmark navigation, and then we did Arrival. So in total missed out on about 3 lessons, which sucks, but nothing we can really do about it now. Alright, let's just reach this 8,500 feet. Set cruise attitude. So we're gonna go to 164 on the top left of our screen there. That is our degree heading. We're gonna speed up to about 2,300 RPM. Position aircraft above runway center. What the fuck does it mean by that? Or does it just mean like above that pink line? Then it's just gonna mean above that pink line. I don't think it wants us to fly center line over the runway, but we'll find out. Alright, so for Munns Park Golf Course, we're going to need a heading of 164, I believe. That's what I'm gathering. Yeah, so I think it just wanted us to fly center line to that, like, pink line there. No big deal. Not a big deal. We flew over the airport at cruising altitude anyways, or traffic pattern altitude. 500 feet above it, so we're okay, I think. It should take us about 4 minutes with that turn, though. That turn took us about a minute. So I'm gonna guess that it's gonna take us about 5 minutes to get there. But we're alright. Our altitude is staying very consistent here with this trim. I am gonna reduce us to 2300 RPM. Alright, let's see how we do now. Might have to adjust our trim just a little bit. Let's give ourselves about 15% trim. Yeah? Come on, there we go. And let's see how that treats us. Might need to go up to 20 because we are rapidly descending. There we go. 18 degrees trim. Let's see how that does for us. I'm a little bummed that that the recording didn't work out. But I can show you guys just kind of how Dead Reckoning and landmark navigation works. So Dead Reckoning has to do with our timer here, and it's basically we're using this nav log here. So we have our heading of 164, which you can see up there. We're trying to kind of keep it around there. Whoa, what just happened there? Okay. Yeah, so you can see 165 is our heading right now. About 12 nautical miles, and it's estimating from our takeoff. What is going on? From our takeoff, that it should take about 4 minutes to get there. Now, because we had that weird go around that took us about a minute, I'm gonna say it's gonna take us about 5. And then once we reach Munns Park Golf Course, we're gonna reset our timer, get our heading of 222. What is going on here? Why is this acting so funky? Gonna get our new heading of 222. About 9 miles, and it should take us about 3 minutes to get to where we're heading from Munns Park Golf Course. So I don't have the golf course in sight yet, but we should be getting close. We're maintaining altitude really well here. I don't have my rudders going, do I? No, I don't. Alright, might take us about 6 minutes then to get there. I think I see it just in the distance here. So yeah, maybe it's gonna take us about 6 minutes because, you know, technical difficulty reasons. So yeah, from Munns Park, we're going to take a right-hand turn. Then I believe we're going to follow the highway from there to get to our next destination, and that is going to be landmark navigation. That's how landmark navigation works, is basically you kind of plot your route based on landmarks that you know are going to be in the area. And yeah, I can almost guarantee that that's the golf course right there, and I think that's the highway that we need to follow. Just to the right of it. Oh, we have ascended quite a bit. That is probably on me. Yep, I can see some beaches there, so that is definitely the golf course. About 2 nautical miles out. Wow, that weird turn really cost us some time, but you know, it's all in the sake of safe flying. So once we get to Munns Park, we're gonna reset our timer. Maintaining altitude pretty good. Oh, and this isn't even the certification. Alright, we're gonna reset our timer, start it again. Maintain our altitude as we make our course correction to 222. Oh. There. Didn't give me credit for restarting the stopwatch, so now we are dead reckoning. So if we need to estimate our position, we could say we're about 10 seconds out from Munns Park Golf Course, or anything like that. So now we're gonna reach Sedona Airport, and I don't know. Oh, that's the highway? Maybe? Maybe we were supposed to follow a highway toward... Oh yeah, so we were supposed to follow a highway towards Munns Park. So now we'll be just dead reckoning, because I don't know any landmarks towards Sedona. But we're gonna maintain our altitude, and yeah, this should take us hopefully about 3 minutes or so at cruise speed. 2300 RPM, flying at about 85 knots. Oh, did I just kill my engine? I did. How did I do that? Okay. I'm like messing around with my auxiliary controls, and I have no idea how I did that. Good to know that I have a button that is just a kill switch, but... Oh, that would have been awful. Make it all the way through this and then have an engine out. Yeesh. Talk about not fun. Alright, I want to say that's the airport right there. We're going to keep our heading. Maintaining altitude really well here, even with the engine out. I'm going to say we're about 5 nautical miles out. Descend to 6,500 feet. Let's give ourselves some flaps here. About 20 degrees of flaps. Let's go 30 degrees flaps. Really try and slow our airspeed down as we descend down to 6,500, which seems to be working okay. Let's reduce our flaps just a little bit. Enter the traffic pattern, okay. Descend to 6,000 feet, we're just about there. Alright, we're doing alright here, I think. And we can reset our timer because we've reached the airport. Toward a 30-degree heading, okay. Maintain 80 knots, okay. And 6,000 feet. Give ourselves just a little bit more throttle here. Down just a little bit. Maintain 65 knots, so we're going to increase our flaps. Decrease our throttle just a little bit. maybe not give ourselves 30 degrees of flaps just yet. Yeah, no, we are actually. Alright, now we're just gonna float on down. Thank you, computer. Alright, you know what? Not the worst landing. Not the best either, but I mean, definitely could have been worse. Don't make me taxi. Do not make me taxi. It's gonna make me taxi, I think, isn't it?
You did well, but you can do better.
You know what? Give me a B.
Some people say the sky's the limit. I say, it's just the beginning.
I was waiting for her to say, some people, the sky's the limit. I say, you don't belong in it. We did, I think, pretty well there. I think, given everything, we deserve an A. Not shocked by a B. Gave me a 15 on takeoff. Oh, well, yeah, it's because I couldn't figure out, yeah, the recording wasn't working. Couldn't figure out that I had my parking brake on. Navigate to Munz Park, yeah, 65. Navigate to Sedona, 94. You know what, we're going to take that, though, and we're damn close to an A. I say, from what we experienced here today, we got an A. They don't know that we had an engine out. Alright, if I take the exam and I fail, do I get my money back? Because I would really not want to do other, like, those sightseeing fucking jobs. Yeah, so as you can see, I lost, right during, or before departure even, so yeah, I got an A on departure, A on dead reckoning, B on landmark, B on arrival, and then we got a B just then on the first solo nav. Let's take the exam though, let's do it. I really don't want to fail this. Yeah, let's turn off clouds. Make this a little less stressful. Alright. Oh, so it's gonna have us do the whole... Yeah. Alright. So let's do... Alright, so tab. Oh my god. Can I, like, move this or something? I'm trying to remove it, and you won't let me. Tab. Ah, remove. Thank you. Remove, thank you. Remove, thank you. Remove, thank you. Let's get in. I don't want a taxi. Oh, we'll do Control E.
Welcome to your CPL check ride, the last stop on your way to become a true professional pilot.
Yeah.
For this check ride, you will complete a cross-country flight through Los Angeles County, taking off from Van Nuys Airport and then landing at Bob Hope Airport. You can start when you are ready.
Great, 2 airports I haven't flown to before. Can I just...
Van Nuys Ground Cessna November 612 Tree
It's not gonna let me
Oscar
skip
request
taxiing.
taxi to the active departure to the east.
Cessna November 612 Tree 4 taxi to and hold short of runway 16 are using taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie. Contact tower on 120. 2 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 16 are via taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie Cessna 2 Tree 4.
I've learned taxiing this aircraft, you just have to start your turns really early.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna November 612 Tree 4 ready at runway 16. Our departure to the east.
Cessna November 612 Tree 4 altimeter 29er. 9er 2 east, departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 16 SAR.
Clear for takeoff runway 16. Our Cessna 2 Tree 4.
I hate how they say 3 in this. They say tree. Let's get ourselves lined up a little better here. All right. Let's do this. Meter is alive. All right. Holding a nice angle
Cessna
here.
2 Tree 4 continue for east departure.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna November 612 Tree 4 continue for east departure.
What are you warning me about? Let's give me some 10% trim. It just does not want to give me trim. That's cool. The fuck just happened?
Cessna 2 Tree for leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Van Nuys Tower, Cessna, November 612 Tree for frequency change.
Oh my god.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yeah, I know, don't sink. I know.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
I'm doing fine.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Oh my god. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, computer. Computer. That's all I can think of when I say that is Will Arnett as Lego Batman. Computer.
Burbank Tower, Cessna, November 612 Tree 4 is 1 miles, west 1,000 feet with India to land.
Cessna November 612 Tree 4 Burbank Tower. Altimeter 29er. 902 fly right downwind runway 8.
Fly right downwind, runway 8 Cessna 2 Tree 4.
Cessna 2 Tree, for you were not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
Yeah, we're just gonna restart this. I thought this would be a much longer test. That was nothing. That was absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's crazy. I thought there would be much more to that, but apparently not. So, yeah. It's much easier than I thought. We're just gonna skip to taxi. Oh, Alt-N. Is it gonna bring us right to the hold short?
Welcome to your
No.
CPL check ride.
the last stop on your way to become a true professional pilot. For this check ride, you will complete a cross-country flight through Los Angeles County, taking off from Van Nuys Airport and then landing at Bob Hope Airport. You can start when
This
you are
isn't
ready.
really a cross country. It's fucking. I'm flying like a mile.
Van Nuys ground Cessna
I'm flying
November
3 miles.
612 tree, 4 request taxi for east departure with Papa.
Cessna November 612 tree for taxi to and hold short of runway 16 are via taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie. Contact tower on 120. 2 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 16 are via taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie Cessna 2 tree 4.
Ooh, we did bad there. Oh my god, I'm already about to restart it. That was so bad. We were doing so good, and then I just, the rudder without the pedals is so hard to do. Like, once you get going too, it's just like, you can't, so what is happening back there? What is going on with you? Oh, it's so difficult though. Let's just skip to taxi.
Welcome to your CPL check ride,
Yep.
the last
We
stop
already
on your
heard
way
this.
to become a true professional pilot.
Oh
For this
my
check
god.
ride, you will complete a cross-country flight through Los Angeles County, taking off from Van Nuys Airport and then landing at Bob Hope Airport. You can start when you are ready.
Alright, request taxi clearance.
Van Nuys ground Cessna November 612 tree, 4 ready to taxi departure to the east with Quebec.
With Quebec? I'm not flying to
Cessna November
Quebec.
612
I'm in, like,
for
Los
taxi
Angeles
to
right
and
now.
hold short of runway 16 are using taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie.
I think what
Contact
happens is
tower
when I click on this
120.
window,
2
it
when ready.
gets rid of my controls.
Taxiing hold short runway 16
Yeah.
are via taxiway Alpha 1 Charlie Cessna 2 tree 4.
Alright, we're gonna take this nice and slow. Once you start zigzagging, it gets real tough. Oh, that was beautiful.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna November 6 12
That was
tree 4
beautiful,
ready
baby.
at runway 16, our east departure.
Cessna November 612 tree for altimeter 29er. 902 departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 16R.
Clear for takeoff runway 16, our Cessna 2 tree 4.
2 tree 4. Let's get my rudder straightened out. Let's do this and let's start our timer. Climbing to 1,500 feet.
Cessna 234 continue for east departure.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna, November 6, 12 tree, 4 continue for east departure.
Oh, shush you. Let's power on down to 2,300 RPM. Doing good here, I think. It's just like managing my trim for me right now, which is just a little weird, seeing as how like we just learned how to do that. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's just taking away from what we like just learned and kind of makes it a little pointless.
For leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Van Nuys Tower Cessna, November 6, 12 tree, 4 frequency change. Burbank Tower Cessna, November 6, 12 tree, 4, is 4 miles, west 1,900 feet with kilo to land.
Cessna November 6, 12 tree for Burbank Tower. Altimeter 29er. 902 make straight in runway 8.
Fly straight in runway 8 Cessna 2 tree 4.
Cessna 2 tree for wind 258 at 6. Cleared to land runway 8.
Cleared to land runway 8 Cessna 2 tree 4.
Alright, airspeed's looking good. Altitude looks good. Gonna give ourselves a little bit more flaps just to help us reduce that airspeed. We're about 1.5 miles, 1.5 nautical miles out. Keeping our airspeed nice and steady now, in like the 60 knots, which is good. Once we get to about 1 nautical mile out, I'm gonna extend to 30 degrees flaps. 30 degrees of flaps. And now we're just floating.
500.
Thank you, computer. Jeez, right as we're landing too, get a get a nice little interruption, but you know what? That's all right. Keeps us on our toes. All right, looking all right. Looking all right. That was actually half decent.
Cessna 234, turn next taxiway. Cessna 234, contact ground on 123.
What? I didn't even get. I didn't even get a.
Burbank ground Cessna November 6 1234 taxi to parking. Cessna November 61234 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
I didn't even get a thing saying I needed to request fucking.
Burbank ground Cessna
permission.
November 6 1234 taxi to parking. Cessna November 61234 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo.
Well, gonna lose a little bit of credit for that, but whatever. I think we passed this pretty much with relative ease, other than that one slip up right there. Getting their zigzags. Ma'am, don't walk there. Control Shift Enter? Control Shift I? I don't know what that. Huh? Oh, Control Shift E. Okay, I'm like, what?
You've performed great today. Keep the same attitude, and I'm sure that you will have great piloting career.
That just sounded very AI. Wow, look at that. Yeah, I respect the taxi path. Saw that coming, but look at that. 100% on that. Flight plan 91, plane handling 91. That's awesome. Going back to HQ. Alright, we can get rid of this little shit. Congratulations, allows you to fly an airplane for financial compensation and embark on your journey as a professional pilot across a wide variety of activities.
Congratulations. Now you are able to earn money for completing missions.
Thanks, Miles. Let's just get rid of this shit. Alright, so next on our way, we want our scoop endorsement. Do we just fast track it? Just do high performance turboprop and scoop? I would like to do instrument and night. But I'm really looking forward to this scoop endorsement. So I might just fast track that. We'll do high performance. Yeah, I think we're gonna go high performance next. Because I don't really care about this unless, oh, this one's kind of cool. Passengers or cargo. So that'd be cool if we could do like Alaska landings, like landing on like ice runways and shit. That would be cool. But I think for now I'm just gonna fast track to the Scoop endorsement. So next will be high performance, turboprop, and Scoop. I don't know whether or not I'm gonna show. Let's see what some of the jobs that open up are now. Ferry flight. Yeah, let's see what some of those jobs are. Whoa, why am I in Europe? Can I...
You're ready to take the next step? I have a mission lined up for you. Prove you can handle this, and more opportunities will come your way.
I can fly in Europe? That'd be cool. There's a parachuting one there? Alright, so the ferry flight is like the one with the keys and stuff. Aerial advertising. Okay, so I don't have that unlocked yet. Oh, so the first ferry flight... Well, that's nothing. Are there any ferry flights around here? No, these are all first flights. Well, that's kind of cool, actually, that, like, it does bring you around the world to do stuff like this. So yeah, I think next video we'll probably do this ferry flight, and maybe we'll just do 2 ferry flights next video. But I think that's where we're gonna end off on this one. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you're able to just kind of put this on the background and relax and enjoy. If you have any comments as to how this stuff can be improved, you know, please leave it in the comments, and I will gladly take your suggestions into consideration. But all things considered, I think this is going relatively well. So I will catch you all on the next one. Bye, guys.